So this is the Ross exercise section for chapter 2, focusing on the vowels here. Let's do a couple of things. He tells you here, obviously, I mentioned this the other day too, that if you see the symbol for the what looks like a little T underneath a consonant, take it as a kametz, which is the long A, rather than the kametz ketuf, which is the short O. We will figure out how to distinguish the two as time goes on here in the next few chapters. But we want to assume right now that this is the kametz. So before we start looking at your answers, let me just invite you to name these vowels as I point to them, okay? So, right here, what do we have under the first bet? Give me the Hebrew name. Kametz, good. This one? Segol. This? Kametz, good. Kametz. Kametz. Sere. This one? Sere. Kametz. What about this one here? Holam Vav. Everybody say that. Holam Vav. This one? Kametz, good. Sere. This is a Kirik Yod. It's the Kirik and the Yod together. That's a Kirik Yod here. Next, Kametz, over here. Holam Vav. Ooh, here's one we haven't said yet. Pathach, this one. Pathach, this one. Sere, and Kametz. Good. Now, we're going to go back over line 1, and I want you to try to give me the sound it makes. Okay? It'll be a little bit more challenging, but let's try it. Ready? Ah, eh, ah, 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 a, ah. Oh, this is O. Good. This one? Ah. A. Ooh, that's not a Holam Vav. That's E. Kirik Yod. E. Everybody say that. E. And A. O. A. Or some do A. Okay, I do A. But I don't hold it as long as the long A. A. This is A. A, Ceres, A, and Ah. Good. Now let's do the second line here. Again, just name the vowel using the Hebrew name. Ready? Holam Vav. Everybody, Holam Vav. Sere. Segol. Segol. Everybody say that. Segol. And the next one? Segol. This one? Well, okay, so does this dot belong to the sheen? Is that all it is? Okay, yeah, so that's the question, isn't it? Is this dot just the dot for sheen, or is this the holam that goes with the mem? What did I tell you about all Hebrew words? Every consonant in a Hebrew word must have what? A vowel or a shava, unless it's the final consonant, then it might or might not have something. So if this dot is only the dot for sheen, then I have a consonant mem with what? With no vowel or shava with it. And that tells us that that dot has to be doing double duty. It is both the holam and the sheen dot. Okay? So what is that here when we're naming vowels? Holam. Holam. With the vav, holam vav. Without the vav, it's just holam. Yes.
So whenever we split up the syllables, be in the first.
Yeah, so if I were dividing the syllables, I'd go ahead and divide like that, just to indicate that that is a holam. It does less violence to the syllable structure than just the sheen having a missing dot there. All right, very good. Now, what's this one? Segol. Segol. Good. And actually, we didn't talk about this, but the hey is a mater hey, so really this would be a segol hey, which is not one of your. It's not one of the historically long vowels that's in your chart, because it's a much less common one. But we will see this from time to time. Next we have kametz. Good. This is shurik. Shurik. Good. This one, cholam. This one, pathach. So say that with me. Cholam, pathach. Okay, this one, shurik. Shurik. These two, segol. Segol, segol. Good. This one, shurik. This one, sere. This one, cholam vav. And then this combination here, kirik yod. Everybody, kirik yod. How original. Kirik and yod. Kirik yod. Great. Let's try to indicate the sound. Ready? This one. O. A. E. E. O. E. A. U. This one. O. A. U. E. E. U. A. Long E. A. This one. O. E. E. Do you see? E. Okay. Number 3. Ready? Tell me the name. Kametz. This one is kirik yod. So that vav is a consonant vav, and the kirik yod is its vowel. Da, v, id. David. That's how David is spelled in Hebrew. David. This is also a consonant vav, and the vowel is called kirik yod. This is cholam vav. Kametz. 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 Kirik yod. Kametz. 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 Kirik yod. Kirik yod. Kirik yod. Kirik yod. Kirik yod. Oh, I'm sorry. There. Yeah. Pathach. Good. This ends. Sere. Segol. Let's say the sounds. A. E. E. O. A. 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 E. A. 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 E. 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 A. A. Eh. Excellent. And then last. Ready? Name. Cholam vav. Sere. Kametz. Sere. Segol. Kametz. 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 Cholam. Kametz. 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 Cholam. Kametz. Kametz. Cholam vav. Kametz. Cholam vav. And actually, this is not just kametz, it's kametz hey, right? Kametz hey. Okay, good. Sound? Ready? O. A. 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 E. A. 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 O. A. 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 O. A. A. O. A. O. Okay. Very, very good. Let's let's transliterate these now, or talk about the transliterations, and see if you have any questions about these. Okay. So what questions do you have as you went through the homework? Anything stick out at you as a problem? So this one here? Yeah, okay, good. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So is that with like every letter if it's like on the left side or is it just like that?
Yeah, so by the way, what do we call this kind of a pathak that's set off to the right of the consonant that it would normally go directly, we would think would go directly under? That's a furtive pathak. And what does furtive mean in English? Furtive. It means sneaky. Sneaky or secretive. Okay? And if you remember from my discussion in the lesson overview, the pathak sneaks in here. It swings in because this really should have just been resh, shurik, chet, as it should have been a one-syllable word, but because the guttural is in the final closing position and there's a long vowel before it, the pathak sneaks in here before the chet to ease the pronunciation. So ru, and it's not cha, but rather ru ah, and we're going to end with that chet. Ruach. Ruach. Okay? So when we transliterate this, it's going to be resh for the R for the resh, the U with the circumflex, what I like to refer to as the happy party hat, right? The pointy party hat. The chet should be a hey with a dot under it, and then this furtive pathak is not really a true A vowel, and it does not turn this into a two-syllable word. It's still going to be treated as a one-syllable word, and I like to superscript that A to indicate that. Okay? So it's ruach, ruach. And it's here before the chet to tell you that you don't pronounce it after the chet. Okay? So ruach, ruach. And it means spirit, wind, or breath in Hebrew. All right. Now, let me see. Are there any other examples of a furtive pathak here? Yeah, I don't see any more here. If you were to see something like this, okay. How would we transliterate that? The yod would be Y. Pathak is A. And because it's short, I don't put anything with the A. Sheen. There you go. And what kind of a shava is that based on what you learned? It's a silent because this is a short vowel before it. Okay. So there's no transliteration symbol for a silent shava. I just go straight to the mem, which is M. Sere is E with the line or the mikron over it. And then I have a furtive pathak and then the ayin. So remember the ayin looks like that, backwards apostrophe, and the A is furtive, so it's going to go up a little bit higher and small to indicate that it's not really a true vowel. So I would treat this as a two-syllable word, yash meh. Yash meh. Okay, that A is just a really tiny little okay, yash meh. Why do furtive pathak sneak in there? Because gutturals are pronounced where? In the back of the throat. And where are A vowels produced? They're back. Ah, right? Ah. Okay, so basically the issue here is what's called these sounds are homorganic, same origin. They're produced in the same place. And so the A vowel sneaks in there because it's near the guttural consonant. Okay. So, any other comments or questions about transliterating the Section A material?
Just sometimes it's like it's frustrating, like especially when you see like the yos or the vowels, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna write that in, then you're like, oh wait, like that's where the historically wrong.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. You have to be careful when you see a yod or a vav because it might not be a consonant. Now, what's that rule that's going to really help us know whether what we're looking at is a consonant yod or vav versus a mater yod or vav? What do we have to remember? Yeah, those syllable structure rules are going to be important. But the other thing, and this is going to be something that you have to keep in mind at all times, and we already saw this just a little while ago. For every Hebrew word, all the consonants have to have what with them? A vowel or a shavah symbol, unless it's the final one. So if I see a vav, and I think it's a consonant, but there's no vowel under it or beside it, then it's not a consonant vav. It's a mater vav, and it's functioning as a historically long vowel with whatever the vowel symbol is that goes with it. Okay? So let's talk about that from the standpoint of some of these examples here. Look at number 2. You see Yosef here. This yod that you're looking at in Yosef, is that a consonant yod or is that a mater yod? Okay. Yod can be a mater, but only if it occurs in association with a kirik before it or a sere before it, right? Yod is a mater when there's a kirik yod or a sere yod. I don't have a kirik or a sere before that yod. Rather, it's a consonant, and what is its vowel? Every consonant has to have a vowel with it. Okay, it's either the holum or the holum vav. Let's assume for a minute that you think that holum is the only vowel mark that goes with that yod. It's a yod and a holum. Then you're left with a vav, and you're thinking, well, maybe that's a consonant vav. Why can I not assume the vav is a consonant vav? Because it doesn't have a vowel. All real consonants in a word have to have a vowel or shavah with them, right? And there's no shavah or vowel with this vav. So this vav can't be a consonant vav. It must be part of a historically long vowel that uses a vav with it. And that would be which vowel? Holum vav, right? So the consonant is yod and holum vav is the vowel. And if I were dividing, I'd divide there because this consonant must have its own vowel. And then the final consonant could have nothing, okay? It could be marked or unmarked for any vowel. So there I have it, Yosef. That yod is a consonant. That vav is a mater. All right? So look at this one. Is that yod a consonant yod or a mater vowel marking yod? Is it a mater? Mater means it's a vowel. Do vowels have vowels under them? No. This must be a consonant because it has a vowel under it, right? Only consonants have vowels under them. So this yod is a consonant yod. There's its vowel. Here's the consonant with its vowel. So I'm going to divide that syllable right there. See that? And so this is yeah, fet. Consonant yod, vowel. Pei, vowel. Now let's look at this one here. I've got a vav right here in the middle. Is this vav a consonant vav or is it a mater vav? It's a mater. Now how do you know that? Yes, if I assume that vav is a consonant, then the aleph has no vowel with it, right? And according to my Hebrew rules, every consonant needs a vowel or a shavah. Okay, so this aleph must have a vowel, and the vowel then is what called what? Shurik. Okay, so that means I have a consonant with a vowel followed by a consonant, vowel, consonant. See that? So Sha'ul. Sha'ul. You know what Hebrew name that is? Saul. That's Saul. Good. All right. Look at this one right here. Is this vav a consonant vav or a mater? It's a mater. And so the vowel is Shurik. It's one of the historically long vowels because the vav is functioning as a mater. So, consonant, Shurik's the vowel, tav is the consonant. How do you pronounce this? Ruth, would I divide this into syllables? No, because it's only one syllable. That's right. Okay. And we've already talked about ruach. Look at this last word. Is that vav that you see a consonant vav or a mater vav? It's a mater. You're sure that's not a consonant? If it were a consonant, what would be its vowel? If the vav were a consonant, could anything function as its vowel? Well, the holum would, right? It would be a v consonant with an o after it, vo. Okay? But the problem would be that this consonant has what? No vowel. So I can't assume the vav is a consonant and holum is its vowel if the kof doesn't have a vowel. So I might say, well, maybe that holum is the kof's vowel and the vav is still a consonant. But what's my problem there? Then the consonant vav doesn't have a vowel, and all Hebrew consonants in a word have to have a vowel or a shavah, and this one would have neither. So the resolution then is to say, well, this must be a holum vav, and the consonant kof has one vowel called holum vav that functions as its vowel, ko. Okay? And then the lamed, and tell me about this. Is this yod a consonant or a mater? It's a mater. It's part of a Kirik yod, right? We saw over here. Kirik yod and Sereh yod are situations where the yod is a vowel marking yod, a mater yod. So how many syllables do I have here? I have 2, and I would divide right there. Each consonant has its own vowel. Ko, li. Ko, li. How would we transliterate this? Ko, li. What am I going to put first? Q, good. And then O with the party hat. Do I put a vav after it? A W? Nope. Remember, historically long consonants are not marked by that consonant letter. Rather, you use the vowel symbol and the party hat, okay? Ko, and then L, and Kirik yod is I, and the party hat. Ko, li. Ko, li. Where's the accent? Yeah, it's on the li part. That's the tone syllable. This one is pretonic. Excellent. Is this open or closed on the front? Open. Is this one open or closed? It's open. Since Kirik yod is a vowel, it's a consonant vowel. That's it. It doesn't have a consonant at the end. It's not closed. It's open still. Okay? Now, which syllable rule does this follow? Ko. Open, pretonic syllables. Yeah, old preacher sermons are long, right? Open, pretonic syllables require a long vowel. Old preacher sermons are long. Okay? Is holum vav long? Woohoo! It works. It works, right? It follows the rule. Good. And you'll notice that this is true everywhere we've divided. Yosef. Is that open? Yosef? Yes, yo is open. Where's the tone? It's on safe. It's on the final syllable, right? So yo is open and pretonic. Hebrew requires what kind of vowel? Open pretonic syllables require a long vowel. Is Holam Vav long? Yahoo. That's right. Yefet. That is open. It's just a consonant and a vowel. But is it pretonic? No, because the tone is on the accent mark here. So this does not follow that rule, because that rule is open pretonic syllables have to be long. Okay, good. This one is after the accent mark, so it is a post-tonic syllable, and it's closed. What rule does that follow? Closed, unaccented syllables require a short vowel. Is sigil short? Yes, it is. Woohoo. Yeah, so tone means that's where the stressed syllable is in a word, right? Yeah, so where do you know the tone is? The tone you should always assume is where? Yeah, always assume final syllable stress. That is standard in Hebrew. Always try to stress the final syllable. You should do that unless you see something to tell you differently. What will you see to tell you differently? This little accent mark. So if the stress is on something besides the final syllable, then you'll see that. If you don't see it, then stress the final. Assume the final, right? So where's the stress here on this word? It's on the end. And that's why there's not an accent mark, because you just should assume it. Yo, safe. That's what an empire would say. Yo, safe. But here it's not yefet, but yefet. 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 Here, Moshe. Accent the final syllable. Here, Sha'ul. Accent the final. Boaz. Now that's Boaz. In English, we stress the first syllable, but it's Boaz. Okay? Ruth. That's one syllable. So which syllable is stressed? The only syllable. All right? If it's a one-syllable word, the one syllable is the final syllable. It's stressed. Good. Parrots. Notice I have an accent mark to tell me don't stress the final, because that's what you should do unless you have an accent saying otherwise. Ruach. Because that furtive pathak is not a real pathak, this is really a one-syllable word. And we stress the one syllable. Ruach. Ruach. Eitz is one syllable. And then koli. Koli. Stress that final syllable. Okay? Now, let's look at David here for a moment. Is the vav here a consonant or a vowel marking vav? Is it a consonant or a mater vav? It's a consonant because underneath it is a vowel. Vowels don't take vowels under them, but consonants do. What is the yod here? Is this a consonant yod or a vowel marking mater yod? It's a mater, because if it were a true consonant, what would it have? It would have a vowel under it or to the left of it, and then there ain't one. So this is part of the vowel called Kirik yod, okay? And the vav is the consonant. Da, divide, vid, da, vid. Open, closed, right? Where's the stress? Final syllable. Okay, Vihoshaphat. This one's a bit tough. That's long, right? So look at what you got. The vav, consonant or mater? It's a consonant because there's a vowel under it. The yod, that's a mater. Okay, so I'm going to put C here for the vav, the V above that. The hey is a consonant because there's no vowel under it, but there is a vowel beside it, right? Is the vav here a consonant or a mater vav? It's a mater. So this whole thing is the vowel. So consonant with its historically long vowel. Hey is a consonant with its historically long vowel. V, ho, sha, fat. I have a bunch of open syllables here, right? V, open. Ho, open. Sha, open. And then finally, closed. Where's the stress or the tone? The final syllable. Because if it's not marked anywhere else, assume final syllable stress. Okay? All right, good. This yod, is it a consonant or a mater? Mater. Ayin has a vowel. If you assume that that's where you draw your line, then I've got a yod with nada cosa, right? Not a thing. Nada cosa. That's mixing English and Spanish. Okay, so I can't do that. It's got to be a mater yod, and ayin has that vowel, the whole vowel, Keurig yod. Okay, good. What about this one? Is this yod a mater or a consonant yod? Mater. Noon has one vowel and it's the historically long one. Is this yod consonant or mater? It's a mater as well. So I have two Keurig yods here. So every consonant has a vowel. Ka, ni, thi. They're all open, aren't they? Kanithi. And notice I'm stressing the middle syllable because of the accent mark. Look at this one. Is this vav a consonant or not? Yeah, it's a consonant because there's a vowel accompanying it. Is that yod a consonant or a vowel? It's a vowel. So I'm going to divide here. V. Consonant vav, Keurig yod vowel. Open or closed? Open. Good. And then, is this hey a consonant or a vowel? It's a consonant, and its vowel is Keurig and yod. Keurig yod. Okay? That yod is not a consonant, so this is also open. All right? And then finally, this yod here, is that a consonant, the first yod, a consonant or a vowel? It's a consonant because it has a vowel underneath it. What about the second yod? It's a mater. It's a vowel because there ain't no vowel under it, which is what a consonant yod needs to have. So that is a Keurig yod here that we're seeing. So yod is the consonant, Keurig yod is the vowel, and this consonant gets its vowel and closing consonant, so open and closed. All right? So there you go. See how this works? Got it? Easy peasy, huh? Okay. Anybody have any other questions about the transliteration here? Now, you all should have my answer keys in front of you. After you've done the homework, you're supposed to check yourself. Did you have any problems with the line under the bet versus the non-line under the bet and the other Begad Kefat letters? Because some people doing this one might just go like this. They'd be go say like, oh, I'm done, right? But this bet is dotted and this one's not. And you have to reflect that in your transliteration. Which one of these bets needs a line under it? The second one. That's right. The first one does not because there is a dot here. Okay? All right.
Every time it has a little accent mark on top of a letter, that's when you put the word accent.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
If it already has the, you know what I mean? Like if it's like a word A and it has a line above it.
Yeah, so exactly. If it's a long vowel, let's see, did we have one that had a long, where was that? Oh, here, azer. Azer right here. So that would be ayin. Sere is an E with the line over it. Z, E with no line for the short E, and then the R. And the accent mark is on the first syllable, not the last. So we're going to put that accent right there. Okay, good. Does anybody have any questions about the English transliterations over here?
I just got kind of a practical question. When we're writing, I kind of struggle to know like where on the space to write and like to fit it all in one line. Like should the dot be like above the like line part of the paper or like on line part?
Like the dot under the hey for chet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put that dot under your bottom line if you have lined paper. Very good. So, any questions about going into Hebrew from the English here?